welcome to another episode of the Nomcast with William and Shannon. I'm Shannon.
And I'm William. Today, we're going to talk about time.
I have some time. Right here.
I meant like time.
No, I'm going to explain how time was used in the old days. So like in the Egyptian times, time was used in the mummification process. Okay. And the Romans used it to sprinkle on their floor to keep away pests. And knights used to sprinkle it on their shields, thinking that it gave them strength.
Okay. So we were actually going to talk about time as in the time it takes to go around the sun, as in years, as in birthdays, because somebody just celebrated their birthday. I'm not going to say who.
Yes, that is true.
Right. So how does it feel to be?
You know, I ask that question to people, but it's kind of an annoying question because there is no difference from one day to the next. So you're like, how do you feel when you're such and such age? You don't feel any different.
My mind still feels like it's in the 20s. I mean, but my body is really starting to slow down now.
If I don't think about how old I am, or I don't look in the mirror, I feel like I'm still in my 20s. Like physically, mentally, I still feel like that's my age. And I don't know. I don't know when it actually will feel like I'm a grown-up. Because I don't feel like I'm a grown-up yet.
So going back to, you mentioned somebody or something changing from one day to the next.
Right.
I was in school once with somebody who was absolutely convinced you went through puberty on your 12th birthday. He was absolutely sure, and he would not take no for an answer. That didn't range for anybody. On your 12th birthday, you went through puberty.
So he didn't believe that you started puberty. He believed that you went through puberty and you were done on your 12th birthday.
Yeah, you grew your hair and all the other stuff on your 12th birthday. That was what he believed.
So, was he disappointed?
I don't know, because he was like 15. I think we were 15 or 16 at the time, so it was like really weird.
So he thought he had already gone through puberty?
I'm pretty sure at that point he probably did.
I know, but I mean, he thought that on his 12th birthday he had gone through puberty?
Yeah. That on his 12th birthday, he hit puberty.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. Maybe that really...
For him, maybe he...
that set it in stone right there.
Maybe his voice changed and everything changed on his 12th birthday.
11:59, 12 o'clock.
Exactly. That's funny.
So,
Okay.
Speaking of birthdays, what's the earliest birthday you remember?
Like birthday party or just birthday?
Like your birthday. I mean, things that happen on your birthday. I mean, obviously a birthday party would happen on your birthday, so you'd remember that.
I cannot pinpoint the first memory of a birthday until I was 13.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we grew up not really celebrating birthdays as like parties and stuff like that. We would get something we wanted, and we would get to go somewhere we wanted if my parents could afford it. But I know we did things prior to that, but the actual first birthday party that I remember was we went ice skating, and I got a Super Nintendo for my 13th birthday, and that's the earliest birthday that I can remember.
Well, mine's a little different than yours.
You remember when you were born.
And I remember getting Empire Strikes Back toys for my birthday, which meant would have been 1980 was when it would have rolled around. So I would have been 4 years old. My 4th birthday, I remember getting Star Wars toys. I remember my aunt coming over, and we did the cake at the table, and I remember coming back over to my Star Wars toys and playing with them because I got new ones, and I had to introduce them to my old ones. And,
Wow.
yeah. And I remember what I got, besides Star Wars toys, I got a can of olives, black olives, because I loved olives so much. I actually got a can of olives as a gift. And my dinner was actually liver and olives. because
On your fourth birthday?
fourth birthday, because I loved liver. So I
How do you remember such details?
How do you not?
I don't. Well, number one, like I said, we grew up not really celebrating holidays or in birthdays. It wasn't something that was in the forefront because we didn't grow up with a lot of money. So my parents didn't put a lot of, stock in that because they didn't want us to be disappointed.
So I guess I would kind of explain that why birthdays are such a big deal for you now is because you didn't grow up with them.
Probably.
She celebrates her birthday week.
Yes. So I think that started around my 13th birthday. I just want that, to me, a birthday is a day to celebrate that person and appreciate them for being who they are, because that's the only day that's theirs.
So we grew up not really celebrating birthdays. I mean, obviously you'd get a gift and some people would come over and you get your cake and everything, but it wasn't a celebration. It was just kind of the day. It was the day you were born on, and that's pretty much all it was. The only things we really celebrated were Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all the other holidays, nothing really, didn't do anything. I mean, 4th of July, you might have, a steak or something, but that was it. I mean, it wasn't a big deal.
We just didn't grow up celebrating a lot of holidays either. The first Christmas and I know we did Christmas because I have pictures of us at a tree with the Christmas tree, with everything. We did them younger, but there was a point in time when my parents couldn't afford to do Christmas, and so the earliest I remember, the first Christmas I remember was I was 7.
Okay.
I mean, and like I said, it's just that my parents didn't put a whole lot of emphasis on holidays and birthdays. And like I said, we got something we wanted and we went somewhere that we wanted. But
do you remember any of those? Like the places you went?
I remember. Well, okay. So I ate a lot as a child, and I was this big around, and I always wanted to go to a buffet. So we always went, when it was my birthday, we always went to some kind of a buffet, because I would eat a lot and I'd get my money's worth. So I do remember that, and I don't remember what we've got. I do remember one birthday I got socks. That's a memory, but I don't remember how old I was.
My earliest Christmas memory, I was actually 3.
I swear, if he would go back far enough, he could probably remember his birth.
I got a Dukes of Hazzard card, and I got Star Wars toys. I remember going to her grandmother's house, and I got my first very Star Wars toys, Empire Strikes Back, that little tank, which is not even in the movie.
I just can't remember that. Knowing when a movie came out and knowing the year something happened, if somebody said, you answer this question right now, where you're gone, I would be gone, because I would not be able to answer that question.
Really? The passage of time doesn't affect you?
Does not affect me, apparently.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, because even now, looking back in my adult years, it's hard for me to figure out what year something happened. Because I don't base it off of when a movie was released, or when a TV show came out, or I can't base it on that, because I grew up playing outside. I didn't watch TV.
Well, another thing is, when you were younger, you moved around a lot, so you actually associate memories with places you lived.
That is true.
I did the same thing.
That is true. So if something happened and you're like, this is where it was, I know how old I was at that time. And when I mentioned these birthdays that I remember, I know where we lived at the time. But in between those memories, I couldn't tell you.
There's a period of time between 1986 and roughly 1996 where I can associate any memory in there by which baseball cards I was collecting at the time.
Oh my gosh. I don't get that. So he will quiz me all the time on movie quotes because he can remember movie quotes. I cannot do that. There's certain movies that I can remember, like I have little quotes from different movies that I remember, but I can't do that. I don't memorize a movie one time watching it. I would have to literally probably watch it 6 or 7 times before I could quote even half of the quotes in it.
Okay. Here's something to put in the comments. I'm going to put out a quote and write in the comment if you know where this quote is from.
But they can Google it.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Just put your honest thought as to what this is from.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm going to do two. I'm going to do two.
Okay.
These are my two favorite ones. I got a pee on her.
Okay, I know where that one's from.
Okay. But there's a sign.
Okay, so I know where those two are from, only because he constantly quotes those and makes me guess which movie they're from. So the first, 3 times you asked me that, I didn't know. The 3 times he asked me, and I still didn't know. And finally, I have them ingrained in my brain where those quotes are from. Because he also made me watch the movies.
They're great movies.
So that they would definitely be ingrained in my brain.
They have rewatchability. And if you know these movies, watch them again.
Because he does.
All right. So we're going to play a little game while we continue our conversation. We are going to try out these Dorito Roulettes, and not a sponsor. So
Maybe hot, maybe not.
Exactly. So supposedly, some of these are hot. So what we're going to do is we each have a bowl of 10 chips.
There are 10, I counted them.
And whoever eats the most hot ones gets to drink the smoothie at the end of the episode. Alright. So this is going to be great for audio. So
We'll be very quiet.
we'll just do this. How about we do this? We're going to do a really quick montage right here. Ready? Go. So I actually can eat really hot stuff. It really doesn't bother me. I love peppers because I love the flavor of peppers. I can actually tell the difference between the smokiness and the earthiness of a pepper. So looking back at our actual counts of what we feel are truly hot ones, I think we both ended up with 2 each. So we'll get everything together and we'll be right back. Yay! Welcome back. Look what we found. She tried to hide it pretty good, but I found it.
I think he put it away.
I did not put it away. I don't.
Well, I don't remember. Yes, he does. I don't remember putting it away either.
All right. What we're gonna do is, since we tied, I'm gonna choose 3, and you're gonna choose 3, and those will be the ingredients.
Okay.
I'm
gonna hold them.
This one's sticking out. I'm gonna do that one. I'll just take all 3 of these here. All right. All right. And here are our ingredients.
8 of clubs.
8 of clubs. Chocolate chips. This week we're actually going to use chocolate chips. Jack of spades. Dr. Pepper Zero.
Queen
of
of
spades. A beer.
Ew. Dr. Pepper beer and chocolate chips.
I can tell you, I hate the taste of beer. So. All right. 7 of spades.
Did you shuffle the cards?
Orange juice.
Oh!
This is going to be so bad.
9 of clubs.
9 of clubs. Maple syrup. 10 of diamonds. Popcorn. We're going to gather the ingredients and we'll be right back. Hey!
Alright, so we have our ingredients. We have 4 liquids and 2 solids.
Should be interesting. I think it's the right word.
How much?
That's good.
As much as he does.
It smells like a mountain.
That's enough, that's enough. Stop!
You trying to make
I'm
it
gonna
sweet?
make it chocolatey. That looks disgusting. This is not gonna be good. Just so you know, I'm not drinking all of that.
You have to. That's the whole point of the clear cup.
Well, then I'm putting some of this back.
No!
I'm not drinking all that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Just
Okay.
fair, I didn't get it to my lip yet. I got a whiff of it, and it smells.
Just try it. It's bad, but the chocolate actually gives it a flavor that's not horrible. But taste it. You have to taste it. See,
You're
it's
right.
like the chocolate gives it a.
Oh, the smell is incredibly horrible.
It's because of the beer, but
If you've ever gone dumpster diving behind a restaurant, and that little liquid that gets in the bottom of the dumpster, that's what it smells like.
I wish you could see inside. Look at this. I don't know how if we can get that. It's like congealed, like puffy at the top. I think it's the yeast from the beer, maybe. I know it's partially the popcorn too, but it's weird.
I drink mine. Oh, that was fun.
I just never have gotten the taste of beer.
I don't get why people enjoy the taste of beer. I really don't. It's such a weird taste. But again, there's people like me who really like blue cheese, and you.
I was just about to bring that up because I can't stand blue cheese, and you really enjoy the taste. So that's where it's just a taste thing. Some people do like the taste of the yeast of the beer.
I don't get that. Do you get it? Do you like it? Why do you like it? Why?
Please explain it to him.
When did you start drinking, and why did you start drinking?
So I guess that's our show.
I guess it is.
So let us know in the comments your earliest memory of a birthday. And if you're like him, let us know if you can remember your birth.
Until next week.